Can I put an annuity in a trust? If you are considering purchasing an annuity, you may be concerned about what happens to the value of that contract if you die before you've taken all the money out of it. And so you may be considering putting an annuity into a trust, and you just want to understand exactly how that works, what the benefits and the drawbacks are. So in this video, what I'll do is I'll share with you how an annuity could be used in a trust and some of the common things that you want to consider before you make that decision. I am a certified financial planner and retirement planning specialist, and I help my clients make decisions like this on a daily basis. So that's what's going to guide the information that you're going to hear here. But you shouldn't construe this as investment advice for you because I don't know your personal financial situation. So please consult with a professional advisor before you take action on anything that you see here. This isn't a pitch for a securities product or for financial advice. Now, with that out of the way, can I put an annuity into a trust? You're asking a question that's very broad, and the answer is going to be very specific. Some of the underlying factors will include what type of annuity it is, what type of investment account it's held in, so if it's held in an IRA or a non-qualified account, and then also what kind of trust do you have set up and what are the underlying rules for that trust. Trust and estate law is driven on a state-specific, it's state-specific, meaning that the state that you live in is going to have specific rules for how you can transfer assets onto the next generation. And so you want to work with a licensed attorney in the state that you live in or the state that you're going to live in retirement. Now, the next thing is that the annuities are driven, or they are regulated on a insurance or an investment level. So it depends. If you are purchasing an index annuity, then you're actually purchasing an insurance product. Whereas if you're purchasing a variable annuity, you're purchasing a security product. Those have two different types of regulations there. So there are multiple layers of considerations here that you want to factor in. But when you break down what kind of annuity you're going to be purchasing, and let's just say you want to purchase an annuity in your IRA and leave that to a revocable trust that you've set up for your family. So essentially what you've done is you've taken money out of your IRA and you've purchased an annuity. And for this purpose, let's just say that it's an index annuity. So now you've purchased this index annuity and you want to leave the proceeds to your trust. Well, in order to do so, you need to do a couple things. Basically, what you're going to be doing is using a look-through trust. And I have another video that explains exactly what a look-through trust is. But essentially, in this situation, you would leave the beneficiary of the annuity would be to the trust. And as long as the trust has a living person who is a beneficiary, then you should be okay. Basically, what the IRS is concerned about is the ability to get money out of that contract or out of that account and make sure that they're getting the tax revenue from that. So the IRS is going to look at this and say, is there an actual person who, a living person who's going to receive that annuity? And if so, we are going to apply a schedule that says how much money needs to come out of that contract once it has been transferred on. This is a good point in that your required minimum distributions do need to be taken into consideration in a situation where you're purchasing an annuity that's in your IRA and you're leaving it to your trust. So you want to make sure that you're still staying compliant with the IRS laws because if you don't meet your required minimum distributions, then you're looking at about a 50% penalty. Now, why would you put an annuity into a trust? Well, there are multiple reasons. First off, it could be just for general financial planning. When you go into retirement, you're looking at getting all of your ducks in a row, and you may own an annuity in an IRA, and all of your investable assets are going to go to that trust when you die. And so just by the way things are set up, that's the way it's going to flow. If that's the case, you want to make sure that the attorney that you're working with is aware of the annuity product and that it is in an IRA, and you want to make sure that the custodian of your IRA has a copy of your trust on file. they need to have that so that everything flows smoothly in the event that the assets transfer into the trust. The next thing is that you want to make sure that the trust has an actual physical person set up as a beneficiary, again, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Now, some of the benefits of an annuity in a trust are that you have the tax deferral, you have the guarantees that are offered by the annuity contract, and then you as the grantor have control over when somebody can take money out of that trust and in what amount. Again, you're going to have to comply with the IRS laws around this because they have specific provisions that require a certain amount to be taken out at a regular period when it is in a trust. But the short and simple answer is yes, absolutely. You can put an annuity into a trust, but you have to work with a competent financial advisor and a competent attorney who has a good understanding of your overall situation and, most importantly, your goals, so that you don't make any mistakes that end up costing your family a lot of money, time, and effort to straighten everything out. So I know that this isn't an easy topic to talk about in 5 minutes, but I hope that I added some value to your situation. And if you have any questions, please just leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to help you out and to provide any information that I have access to. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video.